NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Ready. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shot, 17. Ready.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Here's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the Niners have moved out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Black Ultra. Bill Green. Hey, you.
On first down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Lance on the option left, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Green jack. Hey, green. Red cycle. Red yellow.
The Lance going to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He'll get this to Lazard.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
from 3 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw again on second down, Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
6, 7.
Now Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Eight yards to go on second down.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Lance looking to throw.
That's Samuel caught left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
22 middle.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on the... Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they will finally get him, but no. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. It's a keeper with Prescott.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw this time. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game,
but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run again with Dillon. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. 46.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw is Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, Prescott. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter from the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Finding room at midfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his his own 6-yard line.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and it's Pollard again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Running right, Jones. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau.
Taken from about the 12. begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game.
That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Prescott down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the 36, Prescott dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it without it. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. 64 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Fourth down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Pollard again. And some room to roam now. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 31-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Pollard going to try the right side. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 10.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
From 10 yards out.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers throwing here. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That is caught by Rodgers.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Again, here's Bernard.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Brady going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
No, 66. Hey, 66. Hey.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
27 yards.
And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Packers 0.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
That is caught by Amari Rodgers.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan
from 6 yards away.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They keep it with Fournette on first down.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Bernard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Bernard. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a carry for Bernard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. gets Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On play action, Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Flushed out right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead. Third. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Brady. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Flush to his right. It's caught by Mike Evans. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7.
Buccaneers 21, Packers 7. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
On the counter, here's Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers. Gotta have this one.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down.
Rodgers to throw once more.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Rodgers will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On second down, Bernard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Brady going to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a play fake, Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. 20! And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He'll get it inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And I think that one might
intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. This will be caught at about the 3.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Randall Cobb. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rodgers now to throw.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. To throw is Rodgers.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, now Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, That was his only option.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Down inside the 10.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
30 yards.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Rodgers to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Rodgers. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. be set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set, seal, black. Seal, check, seal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down, it's Jones.
Finding room at midfield. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Complete to Robert Tonyan. A gain of 19 yards. And the Packer first down.
An inside give to Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. We're scoreless after one. Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 62 yards. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Snap comes at 1.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Black ultra. Strike. Yellow, go.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they
line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw.
That is caught by Amari Rodgers.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Packers first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
They'll find the ball complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Packers 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At the 41-yard line.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go. Adrian Amos on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Looking to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London.
37 yards.
And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Rodgers now on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Room here to run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts on the receiving end from Desmond Ridder. And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Deion Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, Rodgers. Again, that's Watkins.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Falcons 31, Packers 21. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
77 yards.
and the Falcons use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over at first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd love to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.